Hey guys, Miss Cook here. So I'm going to go over some stuff about volume of a cone and just expand your knowledge a little bit. So from Miss Dean Perry, you learned that volume equals 1/3 pi times r squared h, radius and height. With this being your radius and this being your height. Now I'm going to talk about a different height, and it's with a capital L right there, and that's going to be our slant height. And something to know about your slant height, it is not the same as this little h. Not the same, okay? What is important to know that is because we're going to use the slant height to find the little h, but we can't use the slant height and just plug it into our formula. I'm going to show you through an example. So the first thing we need to do here is find our r and our h. Well, we know what our radius is. It's right here. We get 13. Now, my height should be this length right here, but I don't have it. But you do have, if you see, this right triangle. And you should be asking yourself, well, how can a right triangle help me? What do we know about right triangles? What's special? We get the Pythagorean theorem. We get a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Now, this is how we're going to find that missing length. I'm going to label my triangle C, A, and B. So my a squared is 13 squared plus b squared equals 29.1 squared. 13 squared is 169. Plus b squared equals 29 squared is 846.81. Now I need to get b squared by itself, so I'm going to subtract 169 from both sides, and I get b squared equals 677.81. b is not by itself, so you got to take the square root of both sides, so you get b equals 26.03. Now, B is this height right here, so this is supposed to be 26.03, meaning my little h is 26.03. Now, step 2 is just to use the formula. Use the formula. And the formula is volume is 1/3 pi r squared h. Volume is 1/3. Well, we know what pi is. That's 3.14. We know what r is. R is 13 squared. And we know what h is. And that's going to be 26.03. Now, all you have to do is just put all those numbers in a calculator. And you get volume equals 4,604.36 inches cubed. So that is your total volume of this. Now let's do one more. So an ice cream cone has a slant height of 15 centimeters and a diameter of 18 centimeters. How much ice cream can the cone hold? Leave in terms of pi. So I'm going to draw a picture of a cone and a slant height of 15 and a diameter of 18. Well, step 1 says r equals and h equals. Well, how do I find my r if I have my diameter? Hopefully you're thinking, well, half, Miss Cook. So this is 9. So my radius is 9 because 18 divided by 2 equals 9. Now my height, I want to find this height right here is the x. Well, I don't have it, so I have to use the Pythagorean theorem. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Label your triangle. This is C, A, and B. Your slant height will always be your C. There's a little hint. So 9 squared plus b squared equals 15 squared. Well, 9 squared is 81 plus b squared equals 225. Subtract 81 from both sides, and you get b squared equals 144. Square root, and you get b equals 12, meaning this length right here is 12. So my height is 12. So volume is 1/3 pi r squared h. Volume is 1/3 pi. I'm leaving pi because it says leave right there. R is 9 squared. H is 12. So now I leave in terms of pi. All I care about is this number, and this number in your calculator. Don't even worry about pi. So volume is, and you should get 324. And now I care about pi. Plug it in at the end. 324 pi centimeters cubed.